just called a desperation time.
I think
you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
After the interception, here's Jackson. It's caught by Roberts. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts, his second touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Four receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Four down.
Here's Wilson. His throw incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. But it'll be second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Wilson throwing again, escaping the pressure right, and he fires one incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On third down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And I think the offense got it back. Yes, they did. At the 2-yard line is where they'll have it. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he's got some space here.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Play action. Now Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And in 2 plays just like that, they're already operating in the red zone. Here's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
There's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Jackson now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Now Jackson on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Wilson now 8 of 17 so far, under 50%. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Good job right there.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. 27 yards there, a first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10.
25, check 25.
They toss to Ingram. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield, although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Off the draw, here's Hill. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now, it's Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Seattle. 55 yards.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up. With the score, Ravens 36.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. You still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Ravens on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Cut. Check. Shift. Slam. Rock.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now it's Lockett. Yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Play. 3-15. 19. You.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flush to his right. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find Metcalf. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards there on the catch and run. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They'll run for it with Lynch. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Marshawn Lynch with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And what do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeout in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Watch time. Look. You got 3 down.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Marshawn Lynch. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson to the Seahawks.
Take 4. 12.
From the shotgun, Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Big run here in the 4th as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
12.
3 throwing now. Wilson on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Watch the screen. 50's the money. 50's the money. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Baltimore, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And